Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you a new OP Chinese Graves carry build. You're going to want Fleet with Triumph, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Cosmic, Free Boots, Attack Speed 80 Armor. For our items, we're going to be rushing straight for Gore Drinker. Yes, Gore Drinker. It sounds weird, but it's actually super strong on Graves. It keeps you alive so you can consistently stack your grit. And with your grit and your Gore Drinker, they synergize super well together. Plus, we have Ghost to synergize with the Gore Drinker, and with our E, it's going to be super, super strong. A lot of this looks troll, but trust me, it's insanely strong. Chinese Graves players have been using it a bit recently, and it has really good results. So I figured I'd show you guys what it looks like. After Gore Drinker, we're gonna run in for Death's Dance. Then we're gonna go for, I believe it was Frozen Heart or Ma. Depends on if they're more AD or AP heavy. They're more AP heavy, so we'll probably end up going for Ma than Death's Dance. We'll see. Our 80 carry got a kill already. That is bizarre. Someone must have been AFK. Double Dorn's Blades. Oof. I don't think the passive stacks. All passives in League now are unique passives. On Graves, you don't really want a full clear. His full clear is kind of crap. There's way better champions for that, like Kayn or Karthus. Like, honestly, even Evelyn. his full clear is on the slower side for sure. To where normally what you want to do is figure out the max amount of camps you can take while still having a successful invade, which is generally 3 to 4 camps. Sometimes you start red buff, do an immediate vertical invade. I decided not to do that because I want to kill him. Karthus players usually run a little low HP till they finish their Gromp, so we should be able to kill him quite easily. The time when full clear Graves was like really meta, really strong, and you see it all the time, is back when Scuttle Crabs were really important. You could full clear into Scuttle Fight and have your grit fully stacked if you did it right. Now that Scuttle Crab isn't really that important, it's mainly for gold, not necessarily for XP. You don't see the full clear Graves nearly as often. Oh, hey friend. Got his flash. That's really good. I think we just go for Soraka. We'll skip that camp. We already got his flash. He's really low. I don't have my W though, so that's kind of bad. Volibear wasn't level 3, so he couldn't follow up. I'm hoping Karthus backed. Like if he stayed and got his Gromp, that would actually be really annoying. Guess I can check real quick. All right, he did reset. That would have been so greedy if he stayed, like, honestly. That would have been so greedy. Gonna Ian, get our W on him. Not gonna be able to get anything else off that. Hoping Rise doesn't die. So I'm gonna have to deal with Karthus here on Scuttle Crab here in a second. So what ended up happening is we've gotten down more gank pressure. We got Karthus flash. Our Ghost is lower cooldown than flash. So we got 2 ganks, but we haven't actually gotten a kill yet, unfortunately. It's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. This doesn't... Oh, it is warded, actually. And E, get my slow on the Lulu. I need to let Swain catch up. Karthus is putting down some damage. We'll go ahead, grab Gromp. I don't think we need to back right now. Feels a little early to be backing. I want to be able to get Iron Spike Whip first back or Caulfield's Hammer. I don't want to reset with nothing. Your level 4 gets really delayed on Graves when your invade doesn't yield much, which it really didn't. We're still at an advantage over the Karthus because like double scuttle, like vision, map control plus double gank, but if we'd gotten a kill or 2, we would be in an unstoppable position right now. Very unstoppable. Not sure where he's at. Probably best to focus top. Soraka top is really good, like her first 5 levels. She has a lot of damage output, a lot of self heals. She's a massive lane bully. Usually can shut her down with ganks though. She just doesn't handle getting ganked too well. If this doesn't pan out, I'm going to be sad. I don't think this gank's going to pan. I'm basically just leeching XP. I'm not getting anything out of it. Blue buff's up in a minute. We'll go ahead and go for called field tier, grab a control word. Now we're playing more for the late game, or I should say the mid game. The early game, where our strongest is already over. Karthus is forcing a gank top. We could probably take Dragon, maybe get his red buff. Soraka probably doesn't even have her heal. You could turn on Karthus if you really wanted to. We'll go ahead and snag Dragon. Auto attack E reset. This Dragon is so much damage, man. It's insane. Gotta move in between our attacks to get our fleet up faster. Grit's helping us a little bit here, but these fast attacking dragons actually do so much damage. It's nuts. I'm gonna have to smite it early just to heal. Karthus is mid. He's probably gonna hit level 6 before him. He's leeching a crap load of minions. I don't think we can really invade him now. I'll try it. I have low expectations. I have more items is the only reason I'm doing it. Got him. Oh, I don't think this guy has R, and we got our ghost resets too. I saw all he had was a dark seal, which is 350 gold spent, and I have like 1100, so in theory I should win that, especially if he's the one tanking the red buff. Still not a pretty situation, since none of our like 3 ganks had actually yielded anything. Imagine if we had an extra 300 to 600 gold spent. That's Graves in a nutshell. Only reason I didn't invade his top side, I don't have prio top right now, and Karthus is going to go back and spend his gold, and then he's not going to be easy to fight. So invading his top right now wouldn't have made sense. Like if I did that immediately before I spent my gold, would have just been really high risk. Soraka probably had R, and she'll be able to rotate first. And crossover, we have all of our grit up. Can take Herald if we see Karthus crossing back down south. He may go top to help Soraka break the freeze, or he might just glue New York clear. Auto attack E reset. Our Qs have been pretty ugly this game against our monster camps. Hasn't been pretty. Ooh, nice. Rise getting the pressure on. Love to see it. Can keep our grid up off of plants, wards, monsters, champions. So I'm still keeping it up. My red buff burn hitting the heralds, keeping it up. Now my red buff burn on the blue buff's keeping it up. I don't really want to give this to Rise, but I mean if he starts taking it, I'll give it. Only because I already have blue and I already have level 6 power spike. Soraka's not that gankable. She needs to be underneath turret so we can disable it. I don't want to have to... Like, just do it, Volibear. Don't be a coward. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Ganking for Volibear is actually way too easy. I think his R disables turrets is over 3 seconds. Well, I should say, I know it's at least 2.5. It's a long time. Pretty sure they buffed turrets last patch. They made them do quite a bit more damage because it gave everyone more health, armor, magic resist. Magic resist doesn't interact with turrets, but the health and armor obviously makes them do less damage, so they made the turrets do more. E out, get our W down, Q against the wall, red smite. I need you, Rise. I need you bad, buddy. Oh no, this is a bad fight, my dude. There's 3 of them. Gotta pull off of that. Are we at full Gore Drinker yet? We're really close. Oh, we got them free boots. Our ghost is back up. Let's go. Ghost is so freaking broken right now, man. It seems like every 3 months they buff it. Every 3 to 6 months, Ghost gets a juicy buff. The increased duration, the additive duration off of kills and assists is so nice in team fights. You just get to stay constantly ghosted. Ooh, I can't believe this is up, man. What is this guy doing? I missed another Q. It's so perfect. I don't have R. What are you doing here, Lulu? Random Lulu over here. She must have been roaming for rides because I don't even see a ward. Volleybear picks a kill. Nice, nice, nice. We'll go ahead, grab our Gore Drinker, push into drag. Gore Drinker gives you so much HP. When you combine that with your grit, the percent base damage reduction that your armor applies to physical damage, it's really, really spicy. And then they think they're, oh, he's gonna die, and then bam, you heal. Like within 10 seconds later, they're like, he's gonna die. It's like, you don't die, you just heal again. It's very strong. It's a flat amount based on your physical off your attack damage and your missing health for each enemy champion hit. So if you can hit them multi Gore Drinkers, it's super valuable. Nice. Karthus wasn't willing to throw his life away for that, which it wouldn't be worth if he did. Oh. Get my Q down, Gore Drinker in between my autos. You normally Gore Drinker at the end of your E. Nice, get that ghost reset. Oh, his red buff's up too. It's perfect. We're in a really good spot right now. We also got the attack speed dragon, 6% extra attack speed's pretty sweet. I feel like that's one of the strongest dragons to have, like on its own. I'm not a big fan of the soul necessarily, but like the actual dragon stats are pretty nice. I enjoy the attack speed. Get a W behind them. Add the E and get on top of Lulu ASAP. Got her with the R. If you can tank, if you see you can tank like 5 turret shots, there's no reason for you to. Oh no. Okay, cool. We got Triumph Heal. So yeah, so if you know you can take 5 turret shots, don't be afraid to tank 1 or 2 then. Like if we weren't willing to tank, we wouldn't have been able to put enough auto attack pressure on for our R. On Graves, if you don't put enough pressure on them, a lot of times your R gets juked and wasted. It's very depressing. It happens all the time. With every skill shot in League, without necessary pressure, it can easily be juked. And that pressure comes from guaranteed damage or guaranteed CC. And obviously auto attacks are a guaranteed form of damage. Oh, but what about 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐒, huh? Well, you know what I mean. Like guaranteed like 99% of the time. Very few champions that can suddenly block out autos, and they would take that into account. They wouldn't bother taking that into account because they know they could just block your auto if the ability's up. It's time to take Herald, I guess. Need to take all the objectives. Their team's struggling right now. Their jungler never really got back into the game. When we invaded him, he missed out on his blue. It also delayed his Gromp. We also got double scuttles, ganked 3 lanes. He ganked no lanes in that same time period. Where as long as my teammates play as well or almost as well as his teammates, it's just a landslide. Karthus ganks pretty sick. They're not bad, but they're very slow. I think his ganks are actually incredibly good if he takes exhaust. He shouldn't have taken flash. I think that's a huge mistake on a Karth these days. Exhaust has been way better than flash on him for a while. Oh, that sucks. He's trying to get his little shield. Where should I lay my Herald? Should I lay that mid? Yeah, I'll lay it mid. That was a random Soraka-y. She thinks I'm gonna run away from her. Put 3 of them mid. Let's see if we can grab a camp over here. Nope. Everything's down. I'm down to clown. Soraka's about to walk up and E this bush, or Q this bush. Come on, Rise, do the thing. I'm so doomed. I'm so doomed. I'm taking so much damage. I really need some magic resist. Malzahar did nearly 1500. No ignite needed. To give you some perspective of how useful Gorge Drinker is, so not only did we obviously take advantage of its 300 extra health, right? In that fight of them 3 mashing on me, we took nearly 2500 damage when I only have 1800 health. So that means Gorge Drinker, the healing on it, yada yada, fleet gave us somewhere around 700 extra health. They're really magic damage heavy. I'll go Mercs. Next item was supposed to be Death's Dance into Frozen Heart, but we need a Hex Drinker a lot more than we need Death's Dance right now. They're super magic damage heavy. They're only ADs, really far behind. We'll keep playing for objectives. Graves' late game is questionable. Like with this build, it's definitely stable, but it's still not like an S+ tier late game build because Graves doesn't have an S tier late game build. Closest thing to that's probably like full crit lifesteal with some penetration. It's a very expensive build and it can be countered by heal cut. I like how I keep missing my Qs on the walls. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's rough. The joys of playing Karthus against ranged champions, it's so much fun. I've played a lot of Karthus in my days. Graves Kindred are challenging matchups to say the least. Like it if Rise would have stayed and helped with Dragon, but I don't know. Nice. Love to hop over here. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Karthus is watching me. What is Rise? What is he doing? He's walking back and forth. He's not actually fighting with me. He's low on health. He doesn't want to tussle. We should be able to stop Ezreal here. Not give him a free turret. Looks like he decided he wasn't down for it. We'll go for our blue buff instead. We are on triple dragon and we've gotten a herald. We've gotten really every objective so far. We've only missed out on 1 herald because we didn't take the first one fast enough to get the second one because their respawn is long. I believe it's 6 minutes. Dragon is 5 minutes, but herald doesn't spawn until like the 8-minute mark, and dragon spawns in like 5-minute mark. So if I didn't take the first herald before the 14-minute mark, I'm not really going to be able to get the second one. Probably took it like 15-16-minute mark. One of the easiest traps to fall to on Graves is just AFK farming, like what I'm doing right now. On the bright side, we do have a decent CS score for how many objectives we've been taking. But just watch out for that. It's really easy to lull yourself into a sense of high value because like, oh, look at my grit. Oh, look at these really nice spread shots. But that's not what it's all about necessarily. Give me that red buff. Give me that red. These guys are in such a bad spot. They don't have a turret. They're in a doo-doo spot. Absolute doo-doo feces. They didn't bother to check the HP of their turret, and they paid the price. It's like having locks on your doors, but you didn't lock the door. So Chris Hansen snuck in your house. You don't want Chris Hansen sneaking in your house. Wait a minute. Let's take this. That way they don't check the boosh. Just reset. I have a lot of gold to spend. Looks like they're afraid of us taking Baron. I don't want to do it. I know I could easily solo him, but I don't know where his teammates are. I'm playing in the dark there. At this point, I could go for Death's Dance. I would rather have Black Cleaver, though. We've definitely deviated from the build, but we stayed true to the Gore Drinker rush with Ghost Fleet. I really do like it a lot. This feels way more stable than just like Lethality Dark Harvest Graves. Lethality Dark Harvest Graves would have been fudge against their team. Soraka would have healed whoever I'm focusing. Lulu would have shielded or R'd whoever I'm focusing. Malzahar would ult me and then I die. Like, this is way more survivability, way more scrapability. Best way to counter a lethality, full build lethality champ like a full lethality 𝐒𝐻 or full lethality Graves is 𝐒𝐻𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 or an enchanter. Wait, did I say 𝐒𝐻𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒? I meant to say Malzahar R. Yeah, what am I saying? Do it, Volleybear, do it. Yeah, turrets hurt. I assume this bush is warded. Yeah, they know we're here. Alright, we're playing for Soul. Low KP Graves, here we go. It's really hard to have high KP on Graves when you got teammates getting solo kills. Nice, nice, nice. Great. Oh, I was about to say, Swain, stay on her, dude. Don't let her get away, man. She almost wiggled out of that one. Dragon Soul, here we come. We may have R'd a little early there. Would have been better to stay on top of them with our auto attacks. If someone's still within your auto attack range, it's almost never the right answer to R on Graves. You only R out of necessity, so if they're out of your auto range or if for whatever reason it makes sense. But like, I R'd way too early there. Now that we have Drag Soul, this win one, it gives us 10% additional movement speed at all times, and then whenever we use our R, it gives us a crap load of extra movement speed. Oh, we didn't even get that. Dang, there's a ward still there. Nearly 180 CS. Not bad. Probably need to get some heal cut. None of my team's building heal cut right now. Oh, thanks, Volley. You're a champ. This Volleybear, though, man, he's MVP. Oh my gosh, just die. Why won't you die? You can't get away from this Graves build, dude. I'm so fast. Nah! Nah! I have Gore Drinker, baby. You can't kill this build. This build's so cancer. Look, our ghost is still going for a long time. It's giving us back 6 seconds of additional. Not even gives us back, but a stacked on additional 6 seconds per kill and assist. My oh my. I am a big fan of this build. This is the only way I actually want to play Graves right now. Granted, I'm not a big Graves fan as is, but I really do like this play style. It feels a lot more like playing a Warwick or a Xin Zhao than a Graves. Oh, I don't like that. get me away from him. Wee! Fleet speed up. I like it. Draxel, the win one is ridiculous, so swaying since he wants to be in melee mode against you with his R. You can't get away from him. R on Volibear is insane with Windsoul. The R for Rise R is pretty good too. The additional movement speed is what I'm referring to off our current Windsoul. I unironically think Windsoul right now is the best soul in the game. It used to be like hands down the worst, but they've nerfed them all. So give Windsoul a little more respect. Like I would much rather have Windsoul 9 out of 10 times. Wait, I'd rather have Windsoul's like 6 out of 10 games and Ocean Soul like 3 out of 10 and then Flame Soul the other time. I don't really understand the other one that much. It doesn't impress me though. I haven't seen anything too crazy out of it. Auto attack, E reset, Gore Drink. We're still full HP, fun stuff. I mean, it's like 3 items too. You can't hurt us, baby. And we're full magic resist. It's all about that grit. Boom! Get him, Rise. Nice. Just to make sure you're actually using your Gore Drinker, you need to actually be like dashing in and using it. Otherwise, there's no point. Simply put. Wow, Volley's tanky, man. GG's, well played. I'm a huge fan of Gore Drinker Graves. So much fun. Let's take a look at the graphs. I have a feeling we're top 3 damage. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we have the most in the game on Gore Drinker Ghost Graves. Nutty. Looking at runes, got really good value. I hope you guys give this build a good, honest chance. And remember, try not to do a full clear on Graves anymore. It's just not that viable since scuttles aren't that valuable anymore. You try to play more of a vertical style or 3 to 4 camp invade style, and I think you'll get pretty good results. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.